This is kind of, it's a little bit silly, but it makes it really simple.
That make up a simple, easy to set up network. Think of a network as something similar to your body's central nervous system. At the top of the network is a brain that handles all the traffic coming through. This is called a router. The brain is connected to a spine that sends signals throughout your network. This device is called a switch, and it distributes signals to all of your computers and devices via network cables. Now let's check out each of the components of a wired network in more detail. We'll start with the router. A router has a smart little computer inside that identifies all of the computers and devices on your network and assigns a unique number to each one. Techie people call this an IP address. A router also connects to the internet outside your home via a modem that can be provided by your DSL or cable internet provider. A router is always at work, managing the tons and tons of information your computers and devices send and receive, and controlling which computers and devices get what information and when. So how does a router actually send information from the internet to your computers and devices? And how does it enable your computers to share information with each other? The answer lies with that device we mentioned earlier, a switch. A switch sends traffic through your network to the places it needs to go. Every Netgear home router has a switch with 4 ports built right into it. You can also get wireless routers from Netgear that use radio signals to do the same thing as a switch. But these still have those 4 ports built into them, so you can use wires with them too. When you're buying a router for use in a wired network, pay attention to the speed of the built-in switch. The fastest switches are called gigabit, and they're perfect for applications like streaming video in your home. Meanwhile, routers with switches called fast Ethernet are great for essential tasks like web surfing, email, and online gaming. Now say you have more than 4 items you'd like to plug into a router. You need more ports. The solution is easy. You'll need an additional switch, which again is that thing that's already built into your router. In this case, though, you just need the switch portion and not another router, because your network doesn't need 2 brains after all. Netgear has switches with as few as 5 ports, as well as some that feature 24 ports or more. One thing to keep in mind. Some people often confuse a switch with a related device called a hub, which is obsolete. You just need to know that hubs were replaced by switches because switches do the same thing, but with a lot more speed and smarts. A router, a switch, and network cables all come together to create a fast and reliable wired network that works a lot like your body's nervous system. Fortunately, you don't have to be super brainy to understand how it all works.
And that was 4 minutes. I was remembering 7 minutes.
At JCPenney's Friends and Family Sale, everyone's welcome to an extra.
And I still say hub, the old version of a switch. Is there anybody there that has a network at their home? A network set up? No? Okay. So, let me go to, we have to go to 2 websites just to look at some things. Oh, okay. So let me go to this web page. This is talking about network drives, for instance. C&M has, you're all on the H drive, and we also have an I drive that we share. We could give you start files, or you could have to upload your homework to the I drive. And I'll show you that in a moment. So this talks about managing your records, having a network drive.
Quiet down.
Is that, nobody's talking to me, right? Okay, anyway. There's a network drive. Some companies use network drives where they all share and navigate to one place where they store data. Government, education usually use network drives. They are less hackable. I don't know if that's a word, but we used to only use the shared drive, but we have switched over to something called SharePoint, where we all share on the cloud now. And the reason that they finally switch is there's so much more space. You all, I think, have a gigabyte of space. If you look at the H drive, well, you're at home, never mind. That's when you have an open computer lab. So it talks about, it reduced the risk by having the network drive. I told you that. They have a naming convention that everybody is going to have to follow the structure to save a document and name it properly. And that is really important. If all the instructors submit a syllabus and the person wants to put them in faculty order, you would have to name your syllabus, last name, syllabus, term, whatever it is. So it's important to follow their naming convention, and you'll have somebody where you work that'll tell you, this is where you save everything, the structure, business function. And it'll typically, if you take a look at this one, they have to do all their annual reports in this folder underneath communications unit. They have different, I guess, units in this company. There's another example where you'll be told save everything in the risk management folder. Here's another one. These are just different examples. And we're going to look at C&M's example on the iDrive today. So we're going to look at something live. So I'm going to get out of there. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, I have to. I think that was it. That was just the examples. Okay, so those were just some examples. Now we're going to take the quiz. The quiz covers those web pages and the video. So everyone go into their quiz. Yay. Hey, I figured it out, Anthony. You're off the hook.
Awesome.
So just to let you know, it says the timer won't begin until such a time. These quizzes, for some reason, you have to set them up as timed. And I think that it's given you like 48 hours or something like that, because we had to do it. It's really not timed. If you take 48 hours to take this quiz, I think you need to step back and take the lower computer course, because it's exactly what we just watched and saw. So, question 1, reinforce rules for managing folders by monitoring structure, naming conventions, correcting errors, or all of these answers are correct.
Wouldn't it be all the answers?
Yeah, it is all. And I think I might have messed you guys up because I only mentioned naming convention. But yes, it is all of these answers are correct. Number 2, folder structures are not important to efficiency. Should be easily understood, be easy to use, reflect how an organization does business, and discourage users from placing records in other locations. That sounds like the right answer. Do not include the same structure. No, I think number 2, and this is a trick one because I told you usually all of these answers are the right one, but it is not here. The longest answer is correct. Folders can be arranged. Hey, wait, before I go any further, Dennis, did you get into the quiz?
No, but I'm writing the answers down.
Okay. Folders can be arranged according to an organization's structure or the business function. True. And this is the file and folder title should follow the naming conventions. Why? Number one is not correct to make it difficult. Actually, it makes it easier. And it's not anything that comes to mind. And it is number three. So again, we tricked you, and it is not all of these answers. It is based on date ranges, reporting periods, subjects, or topics. And number five is true. The guidelines are always, they just make it procedures that will help the users find and navigate to the proper storage place. What are the networks used for?
See?
Yeah, see. Notice these ones have the letters and the other ones did not, did they? Let's take a look at that. So C, to connect the computers and allow them to share data. Number 7. It's going to be the longest answer. Developing tools, guidelines, and procedures for such as agreed folder instructions and conventions. It is not all of these answers. It is B as in boy. And there's 2 ways that it can be connected. Gosh, they're kind of tricky. There's a internet, but I'm not seeing that answer. I think the answer is wired or wireless. Yeah, this first one, gosh, I didn't realize it was NFL. I was trying to figure out the acronym. It's B, Ethernet or Wi-Fi. I didn't make these answers up. They're pretty silly. How many protocols are typically used when one computer communicates with another? They didn't tell us that because we watched the wrong video. I'm going to answer D. I'm going to answer D. You know what happens if we get it wrong? I'll fix it. Number 10. This is the one I thought was earlier. Large access network, line amplifier node, shut up, largely accepting of contrary, whatever. Local area network is what that is. So when you're on at work and everything's networked together and you've got an I drive or a H drive, that's a local area or access network. And then when you're on the internet, it would be global. Okay, you guys, submit your quizzes. I'm not going to. And then I want to check myself.
We missed one, miss. You're gonna have to correct it.
I knew it. Which one is it?
I think that one we guessed on.
Yep, the one that, was it a number? Was it the 18? Or we don't know, huh? Does it tell you?
No.
The answer was several types.
Oh, is that all? Well, thank you very much. Who was that just spoke?
Kendra?
Kendra, thank you. So here we go. I will go in and make sure y'all have 10. Actually, oh, it gave us 2 hours. I was thinking it was 2 minutes. I just turned that sound down. What the heck? Twice that's happened to me. It wants something from me. All right, submit quiz. Dang it. Okay, so in line with the network, I think that we will go to,
So what number was wrong? Which one was it?
the one that asked, one of the answers was HTTP. It asked for protocols. I don't know the number. Hold, Kendra, do you know the number anymore?
I know, I think it was the second to last question.
Okay,
So number 9.
number 9, Cameron said, and Kendra, thank you.
So the answer was several?
Yes, Alexander, thank you. You got it right. See, what do I know? I would not do this. There's many types of employment where you could set up a network, and that's where you go in. I don't know if you're ever in a computer lab. Sometimes it's going up through the ceiling. Montoya goes down to the basement. So you'll see the network, the Ethernet cables attached to the back of the computer, and then it'll go to the wall or up a pole, and it all goes to the hub or the, oh, they call it something different. Anyway, what's it called now? Switch. I still say hub. But there, somebody could go in and set all that up, and then there's somebody that monitors a network. So they would back up, they would, I don't know, we could look that up. But it's a huge, it's a good job. Anybody looking into something like that?
Would like to, but
Is that Dennis?
yeah, I have to laugh
That
about
just
that.
said
Yeah,
that? You, I don't know. I mean, you could, but you have a long road ahead of you.
that's why I said I had to laugh about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because I was like, what? Oh, please. They did networking tips. Are you kidding? Okay, jobs in computer networking. So these are the different names of jobs. We actually have no, we don't have that support specialist, but we do have a networking in our CIS programs. So they have the Cisco Academy Support Center. It's called Cisco Networking Academy, and you go through it and then you take a certification, and that's huge. That's how you are able to have qualifications. I'll just go to CIS. They have the cybersecurity support specialist. There it is, network administration. Here's the degree. It's a tough, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Your programming is probably the hardest. I think so anyway. Oh, that's our assessment report. Never mind that. I have a video. Maybe I'll show that next week for review. And it shows all our CIS classes. So I want to go to part, the CNM iDrive. I want to go to part 3. So to do part 3, let me see. You guys open it up and you should see the start a new thread. So we're going to do a new tab, and we're going to go to files.cnm.edu. So from home, this is how you get to any files. Like if you're at a computer lab at CNM and you saved a file on your My Documents, this is how you would get to it. You go to files.cnm.edu. And then especially the programming, CIS instructors, they will have you download start files and upload your homework to the iDrive instead of Brightspace, because they're big files and it's easier to work with the network drive instead of Brightspace. So you'll have to, there's some classes where instructors use this iDrive. So you're going to click on student. And I'm going to click on faculty. And then you want to use your CNM user ID or username, not ID, username. Oh, someone did this already. Hey, Lucio, are you here today? No. Okay. Does everybody have the web files access on their screen or open? And then on the other tab, you should have create a new thread. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to, oh, right there, start a new thread. How did I miss that? So the new thread, you will call, you can do whatever you want for the topic, but I'm gonna do CNM network drives. And then down here, we're gonna look at the drive, we're gonna look at the faculty folders, and you're going to compare at least 2 folders. How they structure their class. Do they do it by courses? Do they do it by modules? Do they have subfolders? There's different questions here to give you an idea. How do they organize their folder content? Are there subfolders? How are the subfolders named? By class, by section, by subject, by project. So I'm going to do it here to show you an example, and then I want you to look at other ones to do your own post. So I'm going back and forth from this tab to my web files access. And you should see in my documents. I'm not sure if you have the same drives over here in this navigation pane, but there's your iDrive. I don't see an H drive anymore. It's weird. There used to be an H drive, and that's where the students were. I wonder if they're S. No, those are all classes. W. Might be the W drive. But we're going to open the iDrive. And I double clicked on it so I could see the folders on the right side. I'm going to close these that I opened. Oh, is everybody okay? Let me check chat. Okay, I'm going to move along since there's nobody in the chat. Now, faculty will use assignments and the instructor folder. Assignments is where they will have you upload homework. So we're going to go to instructor because we want to look at the instructor folders. And then our department is BIT or school. And then you're going to find C to WIT. Oh no, you don't have to get folders. But anyway, so I have people coming in here in my CBE course and they have to download their start file. I have all kinds of stuff in here, step by step. Excel, it's a PDF file that I use in my workshops. There's some, I do mine by all kinds of ways, as you can tell. There's some by class. When you open the by class, there are subfolders. So you would say Carol DeWitt has, I'll go ahead and do this. Carol DeWitt folder uses subfolders. Organized by classes, textbooks. What else do we do? And many other things. So let me go look at another teacher. I'm going to use my back arrow, and be careful on the back arrow. Make sure you use the blue one here. Don't use the one up here. It'll pop you right out. So I'm going to use this blue one. And one more time. And I'm going to go to another one that I find funny. I know he did this on purpose because of this assignment. So I'm going to go look at Batzer. He has important stuff, other stuff, and stuff. And then FM practice. I don't see subfolders. So with his stuff, I'm going to write Batzer. Oops. Batzer does not use subfolders. Organized by how important stuff is. Short and sweet. So everybody else, I'm going to post that. So you're all going to go do the same thing, but compare two instructors. And I'm going to give you till, I don't know, let's see what happens at 12:45. This isn't too difficult.
So we compared two different instructors?
Yeah, so,
Okay.
so you'll go back and use your blue back arrow and open two other folders and compare them.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Did somebody say they can't get to their web files? I think I saw that.
Yeah, that was me.
Who is me?
Dustin.
Dustin. So you typed files.cnm.edu and your login information didn't work?
No.
Okay, so your login, so you did get in there. Or no, so you're saying, no, your login information did not work.
Correct.
Okay, so in order for you to do this, you're gonna have to call IT. And you can call them 224-HELP.
Okay.
And find, they'll help you through the process. You can do it now or later, whatever you'd like to do, Dustin.
Okay.
I can't help anybody with passwords. We used to be able to, and then they stopped providing us access to do that. I don't know if somebody screwed up or what, but we can't help anymore.
What do we do after we click on the file I?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I did do that fast. So we went to I, then instructor, the folder on the folder from the view pane on the right, instructor, and then BIT. And you'll see all the different instructors folders.
And we have to do two instructors?
Yeah, compare at least two instructors. I should have put that. Let me put that in the chat. So it's iDrive. And then instructor. BIT. How's that? Oh, sorry. Sorry, dog. Hmm. Ouch. Hmm. Okay, 1 minute. Are you guys doing all right?
Doing good. Just getting the information in there.
What's that?
Doing good. Just getting the information in there.
Okay, subject, I put CNM network drives. You can put whatever you'd like. No. Okay, should I go to the next one? Guys, okay? I gotta go change I have to remember to do those quiz grades. Anybody need more time? I'm going to move on. So that was CNN's local network drive. There are global. I'm going to do an example of a global drive, and that would be your Google Drive. So I'm going to show a video.
Are you looking to get started with Google Drive? In this video, we'll cover the basics of this free cloud-based storage service.
Hold on one moment.
To get started, just go to google.com in your web browser. Then locate and select Sign In. Now, if you don't already have a Google account, select Create Account. Otherwise, you'll want to go ahead and enter the email address and password for your Google account. Once you've signed in, locate and select the grid in the upper right corner. Then choose Drive. Your Google Drive will appear. It's easy to add files to your Google Drive. Just click the New button on the left to create new files or folders. Or if you already have a file on your computer, you can upload it by simply dragging it into your drive. And there we go. Let's look at a different account that's been using Google Drive for a while. Here you can see different files and folders that are stored on Google Drive. If you select a file, you'll see additional options for it appear at the top of the screen. On the left, you'll also be able to access your folders, files shared with you, and more. You also have the option to get Google Drive for your desktop. You can find it by going to the gear icon and choosing Get Drive for Desktop. If you choose to install this, you'll be able to quickly access the files on your Google Drive from a folder on your computer. Any files that you move into that folder will automatically be uploaded to your drive. One other thing we'd like to mention is the Google Drive mobile app. Available for iOS and Android devices, the Google Drive app allows you to view and upload files from your mobile device wherever you are. This can be really convenient if you want to access a file on the go or upload something from your phone. Now, it's worth pointing out that you can also edit documents on your mobile device, but you'll need to download
Oh
separate
my
apps
God.
to do
Okay.
this, such as the free Google Docs or Google Sheets app. All right, those are the basics, and they should be enough to help you get started with Google Drive.
GCF Global, creating opportunities for a better life.
How many of you use Google Drive?
Not regularly, but I've used it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have a little bit. And what's that? I cut you off, sorry. So this next one is a little bit more helpful for the question that you have to answer on this.
Google Drive is a lot more than just a free online storage service. It also allows you to create and edit a variety of different files. For example, you might create a Google Doc, which is similar to a file.
Uh-oh. What's happening? All right. I don't know why, but this is having issues. I hope we're not going to have internet issues. Everything's okay. I'm hooked up to the VPN. Okay.
You could create in Microsoft Word, a Google Sheet, which is similar to what you might create in Microsoft Excel, or a presentation, which is similar to what you might create in Microsoft PowerPoint. Creating a new file in your Google Drive is pretty easy. Just click the New button, then select the type of file you want to create. In this example, I want to make a document, so I'm going to choose Google Docs. Your file will appear on a new tab in your browser window. Now you can locate and select Untitled Document in the upper left corner and give your file a name. When you're done, press Enter. If we go back to our Google Drive and reload the page, you can see that the file has already been saved here, and we can just double-click it to open it again. Now, you may also notice that there's no Save command, and that's because every file you create on Google Drive is saved automatically as you work. One other thing we like to show you is how to create a document from a template. To get started, go to drive.google.com/templates. In this example, I'm looking for a resume template. When you find a template you like, just double-click it to open it. A new file will be created on your Google Drive with the selected template. You can then customize it with all your own information to fit your needs. Now that you know the basics, you're ready to dive in and start creating your own file.
Okay. So this one is a discussion. So you want to click on the link so you can get to the discussion. And I'm going to help you. I'll pretty much, you'll have to figure out an app that or how you would use it. But so they want to know the best features. For each app, describe what you think is the best feature. Kind of a weird question because there's the Drive, there's Docs, there's Sheets, and there's Slides. So let me go start a new thread. And we're just going to put here Google Drive for your subject. And the best features are the same for all of them. So I'm going to help you by, let's just do, you get 15, the Google Drive, you get 15 gigabytes free. Whatever, I'm just going to do gigabytes. Free. You can use on any device. Can anybody think of anything else? Okay,
Your work is automatically saved. You
well, that's gonna
don't
be
have
on
to
the
save
apps. So
it.
here's the Google Apps. Word, Excel, or no, Word. No, Docs, Sheets, Slides is what they call them. The Docs are compatible, so this is what I'm going to put. Compatible with MS Office, Word, Excel, Slides. Automatic save feature. Everybody always puts that one. Everybody likes that, huh? It's free. And that's great for if you have a business, you don't have to buy MS Office. You could use the Google Drive. Now, they don't have as many features, but most offices could get away with using this Google Drive. You can share, there's a shared, and the same thing in Word, you can share with others. Anything else? Oh, templates. The templates are great. Always try and find a template when you start. And that goes for MS Office too. And you'll learn about those templates. But why create the wheel? If there's something already made, you can open the template and customize it. Okay, anybody? I'll give you guys a little bit of time to type. Let's give you till 1 o'clock.
Can you
Not everybody can type fast.
first features for the Google apps that you typed?
Yeah, I mean, you can copy me or write in your own words. Oh, there is one more thing. Thank you. It asked, how might you use these apps in your school, work, and or career? So like add on there, all right, Word I use for research papers. For school. You might say Excel, I use the budget feature. Let's say budget template. Slides, and I shouldn't have said Word and Excel. I should have said Docs, sorry. Sheets. And I'm stressing that because I remember a time when I didn't even know they had sheets and slides. I thought it was only the Word or Docs. So this is what you can copy what I wrote. Let me, hold on, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put this on a Word document so you can see the whole thing at once. Bigger. It's too big. Move this doggone thing. Okay, so you can write with your own. You do have to put what you would use sheets or slides for. Some of you may be working and you could say, I use this for work. We use this for inventory, for sheets. Training purposes, I use the slides. If you don't have anything, just put what I did, make something up. Come here. Good boy. You silly. Oh my goodness, I'm having shoulder problems. We call it computer shoulder. Other faculty from being on the computer too much. So bear with me if you, I'm doing an ice pack. No chat. You guys all doing okay? Did I lose Dennis? Dennis, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Did you have a chance to work on the access assignment?
No.
Okay. All right.
With my job, I don't know. I'm just.
It's okay. I think that maybe we should set up a one-on-one. And we can figure that out. I'll send you an email.
Okay. You guys learn this stuff because you don't want to be cleaning toilets when you're older.
No shit.
Well, I'm glad I'm retired from the military, but I
Yeah.
still got child support payments.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, you guys listen.
Well, and
good.
I have some friends that are jealous of me because they've been working every day since the pandemic, and I've been working from home and haven't skipped a beat. Knowing the computer and get your education, having an MBA.
Exactly. So I tell them, pay attention because lucky for my retirement in the military. Other than that,
Yeah.
child support's
How
expensive.
long were you in the military?
15.
Shut up. 15 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Got a medical retirement.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice chunk.
So yeah, I got the
now you're supposed to go get a job at the post office. Never mind. That's what a lot of them do.
They like to micromanage.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why I say child support. I gotta keep working too, so I can.
Oh, I see. Yeah. How are we doing? Is there anybody? Send me a chat if you need more time. Darn it, I keep forgetting where that is.
I did that quiz actually.
Oh, good.
I went back somehow, but I got.
Good.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the next one, which is also a discussion. I guess I could post this. Oh, I like Kendra. Thank you for adding something that I saw team collaboration. That's good. Very good. So next should be part 4. So this next one is about the internet around the world. They give you a bunch of resources. And I always go to the questions first. What do I need to know? So in your own words, describe why some parts of the world have more or less internet access than others. Based on the assignment resources, share one fact that you learned in different countries that you found interesting or important, and describe the effect that this internet access has on the people of that country. And then reply to 2 fellow classmates post. So you'll start a thread to answer these questions. And when you start the thread, you can still see the questions up above. But I'm going to go to, yeah, this is it. This is a PowerPoint that is kind of handy. So I'm going to open up the first link, Internet Around the World Resources. And the other one's a report that gives you a whole bunch of information. Oh, there we go. Took me 3 times. I swear I hit that link a couple times. It'll take a minute for this to download. Let me pause something. Oh, it's already paused. Okay. So I know there's a really cool chart on here. Let me look it up. Here's a chart. 4.66 billion active internet users worldwide, 59.5%. Here we go. This is the one that I like. So China, it looks like, is the most. We fall 3rd. Let's look at this one. It's from the first quarter. Oh, it's just taking long. I'm impatient. And you can look up stuff on your own if you'd like to answer those questions. I guess it asked about the resources, but I know the resources have this. They also have countries that don't have internet and reasons why. I guess. I don't like doing that. Let me get this other one started too. Oh, that one's fast. Yay. So between the two of these, Oh, no, really? Why does it do that every time? My PowerPoint failed, so we'll look at this other resource. And here's the one that I looked up. So this shows you, and this is where you would maybe put something that surprises you. I think it asked you if there was something there that surprised you. So maybe you see something here that you would have thought was more or less. Here's some social media and gender content that might have some things that would surprise you. And that's not really by country, so I think I like the other one better. I guess this isn't as fast as I thought. I'll have to remember this. Sorry, guys, I should have downloaded this stuff before class. And you don't have to wait. I mean, if you want to, if you have things to do and you want to just do this on your own, be my guest, that's fine. I have a report. I'll fill out attendance today. If there's any issues, if anybody's missing attendance one day, let me know, because I did enter last week and yesterday. Gender was one that here's the one I thought was interesting. Oh, they did it by Arab Pacific Asia. What's CIS? There's some countries that the underwater having access to the internet is costly, and that's a barrier to them. Getting there. Oh no. There's a newer one. This might be faster. Or maybe. All right, these are taking a long time. next time I'll have to download these prior, remind me. The questions. So you're looking at why some parts of the world have less access than others. And then something that you found interesting or learned that was interesting or important. Those are just two things that you're looking at. Oh, and the effect that it had on the people of that country. So and that didn't load. I think something's going on with my internet. There's a lot of blackouts too. I think it's Africa that has a lot of blackouts. I'm having trouble here. I hope you guys are even still on. I'm gonna have to let you guys go and work on this on your own. Maybe you'll have a better success downloading these materials. Email me if you are having trouble like I am. Maybe it's the links, but it looks like connection for me. And basically, you can go find your own resources or use these resources to answer those questions. Have a good one, Naomi. Well, at least I gave you most of all the other stuff turned out well, so I'm giving up. So email me if you guys have questions. If you had trouble getting to these resources, you can use your own resources. Let me know if you have issues. Other than that, we're done. Thank you very much.
So on the responses, you said you're gonna respond to 2.
Oh yeah, you have to reply to 2 students.
So it's gonna be on the, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you'll do a post and then you'll go reply to 2 other classmates' posts. And
How long?
That's the only one that requires that.
How long does it have to be?
Oh, I don't know. And you know, I find that odd when they make you reply to 2 students. So try to say, like if somebody posts something that talks about why a country doesn't have the internet or why a country has more male than females, you would come back and say, that was something that surprised me. This country is the same way. You know what I mean? You're just going to try and talk to them relating to whatever it is they posted. Make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it does. I don't know how you can do the computer thing all day. I don't know how
I
you
know,
can.
and I'm really, it's been a couple long days, so my shoulder's really hurting. The more you read about it, you'll start seeing things that come up. Like I was just throwing things out there that I remembered from that report and that I found interesting. Africa's an interesting one because of their blackouts and because of the access. And then the cost, if you look at the cost of the internet from country to country. So that's something that affects the people, affects the access. Some countries monitor everything that they do on it, you know, and something that we don't have that trouble, but somebody might post something about that.
Yeah, well, I was remembering how you said Mikhail Hipitonal or whatever his name was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know who you mean. The
Yeah, he
TED
was
Talk.
talking. Yeah, he was talking about how the internet they're doing that thing where
Oh, where they
tracked.
yeah, where they do monitor.
Yeah, so
Yep, that was a good one. I forgot about him. Very good.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't know if I should. I didn't know if
Yeah, you're right. That guy, I forgot we did that for the email assignment. And his was kind of scary too, huh? With the dots from the printer and everything and being able to tell who you are.
that was weird. Do they
I
do that
know.
here? Is that America too?
No, that was not here.
Oh,
That was I can't remember, but
because
I
it was.
want to say Germany. I think it might have been Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get ready for my 2 and you get ready for work and let me know. I'm gonna shoot you an email. Let's try and schedule a time.
Okay.
Okay, to help you get caught up.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna
All
have to
right.
call in.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.
Let's see, hold on. Do I get off the camera again or no?
Yeah, I don't see you.
Do I took the voice off, but do I get off the camera?
Oh, it
Unmute
doesn't
it?
matter. You can
Just-
just down at the bottom right, you can just say end, right?
Yeah, it says leave meeting on this, so.
There you go. So just click